Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back. I'm back because y'all asked me to be back. It feels good to be back. It feels good to want to be back. To want someone to be back. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Okay, so y'all, I was doing my thing this morning and I could not finish the reading without Spirit saying, you mean Laina and King? You mean Laina and King? I'm like, okay. Get off my back, get off my neck. So I'm here to do what Spirit said. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, move me. Or what is it? Is it lead me? Spirit, lead me where my faith is without borders. It's lead me. That's a nice song. Anyway, let's get into it. Spirit is already putting the decks on the table. And so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what I got to do. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. If I haven't said it already, let me say it again. Okay, so let's just get into the energy of Laina and King, okay? And there was a question that someone in the comments said. She was like, sis, clarification. How does Laina feel about the child that King and Neek share? So I'm gonna try to get into that, but I'm already getting some downloads. I'm already getting some songs. There's definitely some issues going here. I've done other readings on them, so check them out as well. I always tell them I'm gonna link them and then I'll be forgetting. I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm gonna really try today. I'm gonna really give it a strong, solid third grade effort. Okay, cool. So Spirit is acknowledging when it comes to these two, somebody's just not happy. And if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Could be Laina. And the reason why I say this is because I do see candles. And every time I read on her, there's this energy that she's into it, that she is into it. And when I say into it, anybody can be into it. But there's an energy of her trying to have what she doesn't need. Like desiring something that is not a part of your righteous path. And so with that comes turmoil and comes dis-ease. Okay? It comes discomfort, okay? Uncomfortability, because this ain't right. It doesn't fit. And that's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate, okay? So anyway, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Self-love, relaxation, satiety within, focus on replenishment and self-care. And you need to be honest. You need to have truthful communication. You need to sit down and be like, you know what? Let me have some truthful communication. Let me tell you how I really feel. Let me get this off my chest, because if it hasn't happened, it's getting ready to happen. Because it feels like there's a lot of animosity. There's a lot of tension. And see, and Spirit said you barking up the wrong tree. And I'm talking about two energies, opposing energies. They loud, you loud. We barking. We was once loyal. I see dogs as loyalty, but you're barking out, you're yelling out, you're screaming out, you're angry. These hoes ain't loyal. You know what I'm saying? And the energy around this is a dead end, stalemate, not now, lack of clarity, perspective shift is needed. But the reason why you're arguing and yelling is because y'all been covering it up. Y'all been sweeping it under the rug. And at some point, the mountains are impassable. Okay? You can't continue to pass this. What is under there? Like, what are y'all doing? So let me get back. Lipstick on a pig, artificiality, denial, cover-up, trickery, superficiality, frivolity, foolishness, and taking a closer look. You know? If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. But see, this is somebody's wish. This was somebody's desire. Have they known each other sometime? Because now I'm starting to feel this connection of them knowing each other before. Like, could have crossed paths before this lifetime. Be that younger, when they were much younger. Okay, let's get into it. But yes, this was somebody's everyday wish. This is what somebody thought they wanted. Everything that glitters ain't gold, baby. Okay, let's get into it. So, King, how does he feel about Laina current energy? He's exhausted. Thank you, Spirit. He's exhausted. Thank you. Yeah, he's exhausted. He's feeling very anxious. This person deals with anxiety. This person deals with depression. And this is just because it says deep breathing. Get yourself under control. Catch your breath. Catch your rhythm. Because his heart rate is, he's anxious. Okay? And this is because of the solar plexus energy, the fire in his belly to choose this passionate romance. But he's very emotional, and he's trying to be a strong pillar and a strong post, but to his own demise and to his own detriment, because you are people pleasing, sir. And so you need to focus on inner calm, and you need to look at the big picture. You need to look at the big picture. Subconsciously, he feels like, does she suffer from something too? Not my business. But he feels like subconsciously she pounces on him, and it's unbeknownst. And she feels inspired and like required, like, I gotta get my lick back is what I'm hearing. Like, I gotta get you back for that. What? Excuse me? Yes. Yes. And look at this card. Y'all better not my business. So, but Spirit is acknowledging, like, he feels like she knows this isn't right, but she won't leave. She knows that she could easily maneuver from this situation because it's keeping her from her purpose and her passion and her strength. But she wants to stay because she feels like the grass is greener on this side. You ever heard somebody say, I worked too hard to lose it all? I worked too hard to get you where you are now, and then you just gonna leave me? You just gonna up and leave me? What in the world are y'all dealing with? But it's karmic. So there's karmic lesson, karmic debt. And Spirit is also acknowledging, like, she might not want to leave because of the kids, because of the pregnancy, also because of the manifestation. She is definitely manifesting, okay? And she's thinking about abundance. This is why she won't maneuver and just hop over this obstacle. Abundance, fertility, belief, succor, growth, warmth, beginning in your prime. Spirit just said, look on the bottom of the deck. But see, this is about to explode. See, it's about to explode. And the reason why, it's going to be rupturing at the belly, and it's bubbling at the belly and bubbling at the throat. It's going to erupt. You cannot hide it. You cannot fight it, and you cannot hide it. It's coming out. Okay, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Don't start, Spirit. And it's affecting the heart chakra, okay? And Spirit is intervening regardless whether you want it or not. And this has to do with somebody being lured into their emotional abyss of the other, who's the water sign. Could be a water sign, could just be emotional, with this proposal of love, of intimacy, of temptation, only to drown me, only to not give me what you said you were going to give me. Oh, see? Here we go. And Spirit said, if that ain't truth, grits ain't groceries. I'm asking about how he feels about her. Okay? This is a tangled, twisted web. Somebody's going to end up being too big for their britches with wilted love, arrogant vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty. Modesty is needed. They're going to try to run around and play off like I was just naive. I was oblivious. I didn't know what I wanted. I went from one thing to the next. And Spirit said, that's it. That's it. And I've been saying this for some readings, sending them love and light. But that is the energy. Now, how does Laina feel about King? Thank you. Look, she said, you know what? Life is ups and downs with this man. We got mountains. Okay? She's going up a yonder. I'm going up a yonder to be with my Lord. If anybody asks you where I am going. Man. Yeah, she's dealing with it. She's dealing with mountains when it comes to him. She's acknowledging. She's like, I got to buckle up when it comes to this man. I got to put my seatbelt on. I got to enjoy the ride because this is the ride that I chose. But he's a nuisance, provocation, gossip, hassle, freeloading, opportunism. They are arguing. She is yelling out to Spirit, yelling out to the universe, yelling out to God, screaming out about this loyalty that is no longer there. Perspective shift is needed. Hindsight is 20/20. And the lessons are going to get harder and harder and harder until you realize you don't want to be on this no more. This is a karmic relationship, karmic debt. It's a cross star lovers. It's not written in the stars. And Spirit is acknowledging that somebody's running around like a chicken with their head cut off, brouhaha, because of this two peas in a pod relationship, which actually lacks that level of intimacy, and it's more like a bro, a friendship. This is just what Spirit is telling me. Don't be mad at me, be mad at Spirit. Okay? This feels like a romance, but also there is somebody playing again, Laina, allegedly with that stuff. And so when you do things to make people stay, when your intentions are, even though someone tells you, I'm not okay, I'm not happy here, I need to do something, and then you try to tie them to your emotions and your needs and your wants, that's not fair. That's not fair. It's not fair all the way around. But when someone tells you, you have to respect that choice, because we all get a choice. Okay, Spirit is acknowledging that the house is all out of control. Needs to get grounded. She's acknowledging that he has poor manners, lack of tact, discourtesy, impoliteness, social grace is required. Whichever way the wind blows, that's the way that he goes. Because Spirit has already told me that there's some energy about depression, anxiety. And it's not just that, but it's like he can't catch his footing. Do you see what I'm saying? It feels like he's walking on quicksand. That's just the energy. Sending him love and light. He needs to make sure that he gets some help for that. That he needs to get help for. All right, King and Laina. Allegedly. Yeah, see, there's a timestamp on this relationship. Tick, tock, tick, tock. And eventually it's just going to stop. It's just going to stop. Okay? And subconsciously, Spirit is saying because somebody is guilty as charged. And somebody said they had a gut feeling anyway. They had a gut feeling anyway. And they're like, who do you love? Who do you love? Are you sure? Yeah, see, you had a heart attack. Laina, oh my God. Because what's done in the dark is coming to the light. It's a full moon. Whatever they're trying to suppress is coming to the surface. You cannot hide it no more. You cannot push it down no more. Did y'all see my reading earlier today? And my readings before with these two. And it's nothing against them. It's just the energy. It's 1 + 1 is not equaling 2. Okay. But anyway, and Spirit is saying that there's a mind invasion. Somebody knows that you plan, that you fooling around. Fooling around. Thought that was your man. No sorries allowed, because somebody got love like fire and they are finally showing their true colors, honey. Y'all heard what I said. King and Laina and King. Open up. Open up the door. Open up. The door about to get busted wide open there. Everybody's going to see what you're doing behind closed doors. It's about to be exposed. Y'all do have similarities. But there's just some imperfection here when it comes to this relationship. Imperfect. Interesting. What's the tea with King and Laina? Thank you, Spirit. There is a spiritual hater between these two. And there's some dirt digging. Someone hates on the other person. Someone hates on their magic, on their light, on their spirituality, on their power. Is it starting to make sense to y'all that somebody is playing with that stuff? And it's not to put out positive intention. This is to have what they want because they want it, regardless of how the other person feels. And so they're doing some dirt digging. You know, this is one of them relationships where you constantly are clocking what the other person is doing. That's not right. Do I need to bring up what you did yesterday? Do I need to bring up that you kind of energy? That's a hard pill to swallow. And Spirit is saying that it's played out all over television about the big daddy, the boss daddy, the stable rich business owner, the big CEO, big dick energy. Has he been traveling to meet up, hook up? Not my business, not my problem. Listen, y'all, when I tell y'all I read energy. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. King and Laina. What is Laina hiding from King? There's a snake in your camp. Let me tell you something. I was just about to say this as I was shuffling. There's some kind of message that she is aware of. There's some type of way that she's able to see what you're doing. Okay. No. Okay, don't do that. Thank you. This reading is alleged. There's a snake in the camp. That's what she's hiding. Somebody is giving her your information, sir. Not my business. She is torn. She don't know how to take it, how to receive it, how to process it. But this involves a distant lover, a fling-ting. Spirit just keeps saying, look, someone just really doesn't give a fuck. Oh, really? Really? Okay. And what is King hiding from Laina? This reading is alleged. Thank you, Spirit. Look what pops out. That he's torn because he has a distant lover. Mr. Lover. Yeah. Mr. Lover. What else are you hiding? Wait a minute. Excuse me? This abundant union? I know you fucking lying. I don't care. That shit is for the birds. You don't really want to get married? You don't want to meet me at the altar in your white dress. We ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. Why? Because you got mad hoes. This reading is alleged. Y'all, listen. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. How does King move in love and light with Laina? Ooh. There he goes. Well, Spirit said, take a walk in her shoes. Consider her feelings. Understanding, change in perspective, emotional agility. This card means it's important to see the situation from another point of view. Consider the most empathetic and compassionate approach. Check your stubbornness. There's resistance to taking into account another person's lived experiences and guided path. Resolution requires putting yourself in someone else's shoes. That's how you move in love and light. How does Laina move in love and light with King? Oh. Well, says she needs to heal her inner child because you beating him up for some of your own insecurities with a father figure or a past relationship, and he's not the cause of that. He could be the cause of other things, but you can't compare an apple to an orange, if that makes sense. Reparenting, taking care of your essential needs. This card calls on you to address early childhood wounds and abandonment issues. Learn to self-soothe, comfort, and delight yourself the way you wish you could have been comforted by caretakers of the past. You are your parent now. Treat yourself with tenderness of a small child. So that's how you move in love and light with him. No longer make him feel responsible for your choices and or the actions and choices that someone made for you at the time when you couldn't make your own choices. That's not his burden to bear. That is your issue to fix. Okay? And that's the thing about relationships. When two broken people come together, what do you think that they create? And it's just a question. I don't know. I'm just asking the question. And not to say that people don't come with their baggage, but you do want to come to someone whole or, working on achieving the ability to be whole. Is it, perfect? No. But you don't want to come to somebody like bringing all your shit and like, yo, help me sort this out. Whoa, back up. I don't even know where this came from. So, it feels like both of them came carrying heavy loads. And there definitely could have been an attraction. I'm not saying that there is and there wasn't. But in regards to the longevity of this, energetically, current energy is like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Ma'am, absolutely not. Current energy. Laina and King. Thank you. There's an energy of the patriarch. Unapologetic. 4 is significant to one and or both. You will achieve what you have set out to do. The patriarch steps up to remind you that you are the leader of your own life. Things are more stable and secure than you think. Your fears are lying to you. You have the wisdom that the situation requires. The ancestors may also come forward when the authoritative energy around you is overpowering you. My dear one, stand up straight and own your power. Okay? They're telling you to walk in your own power, walk in your own light, walk on your own 2 feet. You stand up and do what you need to do for you to declare and affirm, I owe no apology for walking in my power. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Because they're saying walk in your power, walk in your Yeah, and so subconsciously with the patriarch here, subconsciously this is about father of earth, generosity in reverse. Money may be negatively impacting your life. Things may be a financial hot mess, or may be putting money ahead of what really matters. Respect your abundance and your abundance will respect you. Ouch, damn. Declare I am worthy and deserving of all riches. So money is an issue, money is a factor, money is a problem. You know what Biggie say, the more money, the more what? More problems. Never get high off your own supply. Anyway, all right, so Nika and Laina. So this is energy around a motherhood, someone who's beautiful, flirtatious, feminine, artistic, spending time in nature. Could be an earth sign that we're talking about. Well, subconsciously, they feel like because of this female energy, are we talking about Neek here? This is what Spirit is saying. A lack of growth, mistakes, and no work ethic. Because of her, they feel like they have a lack of growth. A lot of their mistakes are visible. They're in the spotlight. They're the work, the three of the pentacles. The teamwork is not working. And it's all in front of the camera, the lights, okay? There's no work ethic when it comes to these two. I don't know what Neek's sign is. In the middle of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy. What we're not seeing again is another female energy is coming through. She's charismatic, energetic, outgoing. This is another reason why it's not working. Not my business, not my problem. How does King currently feel about Laina? How does King feel about Laina, current energy? Major challenge, responsibility, stress, exhausted, and overextending. Subconsciously, he's trying to be the father. He's trying to be the dad of the year. Be very masculine, respectful, logic, and structured, and protectiveness. But it also feels like, thank you, Spirit. It also feels like she kind of wants to be the man too and wear the pants. There's something very challenging and very dominant. Like, if you ain't gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it, because you don't ever do it. It feels like his masculinity is being challenged when it comes to her. And he's trying to be that person. He's trying to be the dad. Bad reputation when it comes to their business, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, losing money, becoming a conformist when you're typically not a non-conformist, a lack of focus within the job, a boring job, and a bad reputation, not being able to, break that glass ceiling. He feels like this relationship creates bad business for him. How does Laina feel about King? Okay. With the Four of Cups, a missed opportunity, very emotional, regretful, water sign, daydreaming, nostalgic, meditation, refusing offers. But she's acknowledging subconsciously that they're dealing with a tower moment. Now, this came out in the reading earlier today that I did for Neek and Laina. She's just acknowledging when it comes to him, radical change, major loss, chaos, disaster, pain, natural disaster. Oh, no. Say it ain't so. And she said there's information that hasn't gotten out yet that is going to come out, and this is going to be a part of that tower moment, okay? With the Page of Swords, giving her lots of negative self-talk, lots of negative thinking, okay? What's next for Neek and... what's next for Laina and King? Five of Swords, defeat, violence, crime, sabotage, fighting back problems, financial mess, loss, poor financial decisions, problems. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse. In the middle of the deck, Seven of Swords, lies, manipulation, theft, risky behavior, getting away with it, problems. Problems in the mind, problems with your foundation, problems again here. It's just, you guys are... You're on borrowed time, Spirit is saying. Okay, so when it comes to Laina, how does she feel about the child that is shared between King and Neek? This reading is alleged. Poor choices, missed opportunities, a lack of choice. So she doesn't feel like she has any say-so, but she does feel like there's some poor choices that were made. Like, did you make a proper choice when you chose this family? But I'm talking about in reference to a child that is shared between these two. And she just feels like poor choices. She also feels like she's working towards what she wants in regards to this relationship, because this is Pentacles. So it's not just money, but the foundation. So I'm working, even though there's some poor choices made, I'm working for what I want. I'm working for what I desire, so my dreams can come true. I'm being persistent. I'm being conservative and a responsible person when we're speaking in reference to this, okay? In the middle of the deck, she feels trapped. She feels like there's some mental health issues. So it's not really directed at the child per se, but the whole scope, including the child, is I feel trapped. There's mental health issues here, addiction, abuse, obsession, and hopelessness. I am fighting for what I want. I'm fighting for that bag. I'm fighting to be consistent and persistent. I'm fighting for my dreams to come true. But I'm also acknowledging that putting myself in this position with this child, with these two adults, is a poor choice. I'm having missed opportunities and I have a lack of choice now. Like my choices are taken from me. And I like how Spirit did that, because who wants to sit here and talk down bad about, you know, a child? I ain't even about to do that. Thank you, Spirit, for pushing this way, because I get it now. I understand that. Not to say that I would do it. I'm just saying I understand that kind of explanation when the question is posed. Okay. Spirit's talking to me. All right, so what's next for King and Neek? Thank you. It's completion. Like, these two aren't going to get together anymore when it comes to that. But there is a level of completion and a chapter closed, okay? Subconsciously, they're going to be setting goals and building a foundation for the grounded young person, for their child, it feels like, okay? And in the middle of the deck, there is somebody who's going to be walking away. And that's just that, okay? It's emotional, but they're disappointed. Introspection, hindsight is 20/20, but somebody is going to be walking away. They can't deal with it. And it feels like King, he is a very emotional person. I will say that just energetically, that is how I feel. All right, so you guys got any more other questions or another reading? Definitely put it in the comment section below. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.